of ProView Networks.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Up to 18 miles per hour from the southwest. Bunt shown by V-Hill. It's going to get to first, and he won't tag him, so that advances the runner.
2-2 count. There's a pitch. That one's going to go into right field. Catch is not made. It gets through. Tinker had to hold up, but he takes off. Vados over to second. Tinker on the high horse. Vados with the triple, RBI triple.
Smash down to left field. That one's hitting the signboard. It's just a little bit short, but Aaliyah Alvarado gets the scoring going here for the Rio Rancho Rams as they take a lead 1-0 on an Aaliyah Alvarado pulled shot.
Not a big lead at second base, and he deals. There's a line drive, base hit into left field. Matheson is getting waved home. Here comes the third of the plate, cut off and thrown, and he is out.
Up to it, and Marcos Martinez does not catch up to it. Still coming in to score. This is going to be a play at the plate. Running into the ball on his way in is Damon McCree.
Sports Animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Well, the best we've seen in a little while anyway. Tiger-esque, okay. Not Tiger. Dominant, certainly. Better than everybody else. Amazing, all those things. Is Scotty Scheffler. He just wants to go home and change a diaper, though. Pretty crazy what Scotty Scheffler has done and does. 17 under, 4 shots clear of the field. Final round 68, just a stroll in Northern Ireland. Scotty Scheffler's won 2 majors this year. Scotty Scheffler is on a Tiger-esque, I didn't call him Tiger, roll. He says it's a little ridiculous. Okay. We can have that conversation. Good morning, boys and girls. Happy Monday. Hope you had a terrific weekend. You have found the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 670. Sports Animal, Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. How you living?
What'd it do?
What was the weekend?
Solid.
Solid's a good one. I like solid. Running out of weekends before football, you realize that, right?
Yes. Running out of days before things get crazy.
Yeah. And so, like, I don't know. I'm getting in as much golf as I can, just so you know. And then I became me on Sunday. But I was listening to Isaiah and DC on Sunday morning. They were talking about, I think I just told you this, but they were talking about the video game and getting he's letting New Mexico Bowl on. And well, maybe Jeff will call in. I was like literally pulling up. I had about 12 minutes before tea time.
Nope.
And Zay texted, hey, will you call in and tell the story? I'm like, no, dude. I'm going the first tee. You'll tell the story pretty well. I'll go over and talk to Dale about that. But, yeah, played as much as I can. It was good, though, man. A good weekend. Went out and saw went to the Green Chili Cheeseburgers game on Saturday night. Had a green chili cheeseburger out at the ball yard.
You have to.
I guess that was the night that you guys on the west side just got dumped on, huh? Saturday night?
Yeah, we did get some rain. We were actually out at North Domingo Baca Park,
Oh,
so we were
so-
kind of watching it.
Yeah.
And then some of the lightning got a little close, so we headed home. But great evening to be out if you're not
In the rain.
in the direct path of that rain.
Yeah, it was awesome. We were watching the rain literally skirt by. Got a little. It was a delay, and then here's something I never saw. Second play of the game. We've seen stuff in Isotopes baseball this year that we've never like just bizarre stuff, right? Like 3-run score on a bases loaded walk. Like the game ends on a guy around in second base and gets run into by a guy coming off the bench with a GoPro, but the center fielder threw the ball into the stands because the game was over. This one, JJ, leadoff guy got on for Reno and was stealing second base, and the catcher's throw was so low as the pitcher leaned down. Like he bent down, right? You know how pitchers bend down when the catcher's throwing down to second base? The catcher's throw hit him in the arm, took him out. They had to change pitchers on the second batter of the game because it was just weird night. But I hope you had a great weekend, as good as Scotty Scheffler's. Maybe not, but it was pretty good. JJ, he's the first man to win his first 4 majors by 3 or more strokes in 153 years. With his 4 majors now, Scotty Scheffler's tied for 22nd all-time majors, one shy of the active lead, which is 5 held by Rory and Brooks Koepka. He's the youngest player to get to 4 since Rory McIlroy did so at age 25. The crazy part, like the distance between his first and his 4th was the exact same amount of days that Tiger Woods did it. JJ, again, I'm not calling him Tiger, so please ease up on that. I said earlier this year it's Tiger-esque. He's not just winning majors, he's winning, regularly on the tour. He is that much better than everybody else. He's not transcending, as I think Jordan Spieth said. It's not like he's bringing a different crowd to the game. But as far as what dude is doing playing golf, he is that much better than everybody else in the world, and it is pretty amazing to watch.
It's Tiger-esque. It's a player that is the favorite to win every tournament that he's been in the last 2 years, it feels like.
Yep.
It's a player that if he has the lead on the weekend, he's not giving it back. Those are Tiger-esque qualities because players knew that if Tiger was atop the leaderboard, he wasn't coming back to you. And that's Scotty Scheffler. He's not coming back to you. And it was an open that it was a gettable course. And there were a lot of good scores.
Yeah.
Everyone else, 13 under, 12 under, 10 under, battling, and yet he was always 2 steps ahead of everyone on that.
Really good golfers out there, too. I agree with you. It's funny you say that because, like, if Sergio had the three-stroke lead on Sunday, you'd have watched way more intently.
Yeah, you're like, he's going to bogey somewhere. Something's going to happen.
Where's the blow-up coming?
He's coming back to her.
Yeah. And then on number 8, when Scotty got in that bunker and he got greedy and he hit the lip and ended up having to take the double bogey, you're like, all right, here you go. I think it was a 20-minute window where you're thinking, oh, maybe it's competitive. And he comes back with a birdie and just stiff-armed everybody. Just gave everyone the Heisman and just ran away. It's crazy. And the reaction of people with what he said this week and how he said it and how he is with his kid and his wife and it's maybe he's not the kind of champion some people want. And I say that because I'm not even sure what that means. You know what I mean?
I don't know what that means either, right? Listen to Scotty Scheffler this week. I see him play the game. I don't 100% believe him when he says he doesn't care about championships. I just think that for him mentally,
Yeah.
like the way that he stays grounded, he talks like that to not be consumed by them. But I don't 100% believe that. Like that's not. It's like if you're a competitor, you're always going to want to win. But I think he has done a good job of something I talk about all the time, of knowing that if you don't win or you're not a champion, it doesn't automatically equal failure.
the life balance. So I think he clarified that in his post comments yesterday. Because he said, I think it was kind of taken out of context a little bit. He basically, and I'm paraphrasing again, but he basically said, no, I love winning. I'm competitive. I work my ass off to win. And I love to win. It is not the ultimate for me. My family and my faith are the ultimate. And I'm paraphrasing it, but he basically hit the mic yesterday and said, I know a lot of it, you can take a, 15-second snippet out of a 3-minute comment and make it sound however you want. And he said, no, I love winning. And I guess, look, we've watched guys win. And there's not a right way. The right way is your way. Okay, I want you to be very clear about that. Now, you may like one way better than the other. You may like the way, like when Rory won the Open, right? No,
The Masters.
The Masters, and to complete the Grand Slam. And he did the tour, and he was everywhere, right? Because it was such the big deal to him. And cool, man. That was his thing. Scotty is going to get his kid. Here, hold my kid for a second. That's what his thing is. And that's cool. And they're both cool. Like do it your way. I think what he was saying is, yeah, obviously dude loves to win. Obviously dude's putting in the work to be the ultimate competitor, because if he didn't love to win, he wouldn't be this damn good. Right? There is some, and again, I'm not calling him Tiger. There is some Tiger in him as far as the ultimate competitor not giving you a damn chance and closing the door. Like Xander Schauffele said it yesterday. These guys were all saying it. When he's at the top, it sucks for us because he ain't coming back, as you just said. So you can't be that good and not love to win and not appreciate it. I think what he was saying is, and he kind of clarified it yesterday, is yeah, but it's just not the ultimate. I mean, the ultimate to me is my family, my faith.
Well, it's not getting consumed by
It's a great way to put it.
losing. Like it's the mentality that sport is, because how many times do we come back, quarterback doesn't quite get it done. Oh, this guy sucks. Fire this dude. You need to blow everything up. Oh, you only made it to the conference finals. You're terrible. And that type of mentality, while people say, oh, you're a winner, you got to grind. Okay, that can consume you and take your focus away from being consistent, from being in position to be good day in and day out. And I think that Scotty Scheffler, the way he's compartmentalized it, the way he's discussed it is, yeah, he cares about it because he is absolutely dominant on the course, but he doesn't let it be his only personality.
Do you think he's gotten to the bleep you point where it doesn't matter? Like, I'm not damn good. I've won 4 majors. I'm cemented. Like he is, and maybe he's not cemented as one of the all-time greats yet. He's probably 2 to 3 majors away from that, which we all feel he'll get within the next 3 years.
It's the only thing that is different about Scotty Scheffler is he's doing this in his late 20s as opposed to early 20s.
Is he
Because if he was-
25? How old is he?
29,
20? Is he 29? Yeah, 29.
which people then are kind of like trying to figure out, is he a star? Is he a superstar? Because when you look at Rory McIlroy, early 20s went on his run. You look at the Spieths or anyone along those lines where like, oh my gosh, this is the next great thing. It was just because you are looking at the young guy winning majors, thus you're looking at 15, 20 years, that's the next Tiger.
So let's have that.
Scotty Scheffler is doing that, just a little bit older, so it doesn't feel as wow to some people.
We've had this conversation about Spieth and then Koepka. I think DJ for a minute. When we come back, I want to compare those conversations and see if they're worth having, right? Because there's been next Tigers, and I don't know that I believe he has to be the next Tiger, because I don't know that Tiger was the next Jack, right? Tiger was Tiger. Jack was Jack. Maybe Scotty can just be Scotty, and that might be legendary enough. I want to get into that when we come back. 505-246-0610 is how to get here today. Emails Jeff at sportsanimалabq.com and JJ at sportsanimалabq.com. Adrian's producing on the TV side. We're on ProView Network's YouTube channel. We're on Xfinity Channel 26 throughout the state of New Mexico. And we are on our Facebook page, the OD in the AM. Thinking about redoing a bathroom, maybe two of them? Rebath is who you need to call. Rebath of Albuquerque is locally owned, locally operated. They are the fastest remodeling company in the country when it comes to bathrooms, fastest growing, and they specialize in full look and full remodel bathrooms. They do it all from floor to remodel. Probably you're not a general contractor. I had a bathroom redone, and I'm not like that's not my thing. You need peace of mind. They come in. There's zero risk on this. They handle everything from A to Z, and you get complete peace of mind. If you've got an aging relative, or maybe it's you, and you need accessibility, they can provide ADA-compliant grab bars in the shower and next to the toilet. You'll know your family is safe. If you don't have any idea what you want, they've got tons of examples. You'll look at, you'll get ideas. I walked through the showroom. I was amazed. And they're reputable with a nationwide warranty. Locally owned by people you know, Cole and Sarah McCamey. You know the name. Cole's the former UNM quarterback. Sarah's a grad of the Anderson School of Business. They're from here. They love here. And they are doing great things here. So anywhere from southern New Mexico to southern Colorado, Rebath of Albuquerque will take care of you. It's efficiency. It's convenience. Full bathrooms are done within 5 days. You've heard the nightmares about projects that go on and on and on and on and on for months and months. They don't get done. No. Once you get a crew dedicated, assigned to your job, they're dedicated to your job. They're not bouncing around going to different places. This is the spot to call. Call for an estimate. They'll send out a design consultant to your home. There's no high pressure. This is a solution-based company. It is Rebath of Albuquerque. Give them a call at 505-312-8922. 505-312-8922. Or take a look online at rebath.com.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
You followed him from the first day he signed with the team. You remember the day he poured in 63 points? The night he played a sold-out concert to 30,000 people. The day he gave his infamous speech. That's why you believe in heroes. That's why you remember and collect their memorabilia. All in Autographs, where you can meet some of the greats, collect some of the greats, and share your own legacy. Visit All In Autographs, where you can celebrate the great and have your own piece of history.
I'm David C. Chavis, personal injury attorney. For over 4 decades, our law firm has remained steadfast in our commitment to serving the remarkable people of New Mexico that have been injured through no fault of their own. I'm a New Mexican fighting for New Mexicans. I received my bachelor's degree at NMSU and earned my law degree at UNM. I can proudly say I'm both an Aggie and a Lobo. Call now and I will meet with you. 40 years strong, and we're still as local as red and green.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Network.
your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Marty Size in Albuquerque today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
The Yeller Sub, located on 7200 Montgomery Boulevard, serves breakfast all day long along with classic hot and cold subs.
505-246-0610. Come on in. 888-922-0610. So what makes this one different? Or does anything make it different? Is it different? We had conversations a few years back about Brooks Koepka. He went on his run. His wasn't very dissimilar to this, although the difference was Brooks wasn't winning regular tournaments like Scotty is, right? Scotty's winning every time he gets out there, it feels like. I mean, I know that's not the case, but he's winning in Texas, he's winning in majors, and he's wherever. We had this conversation about Rory when he went on his run. Jordan Spieth, for a minute, went on a run. So what makes this one different, if anything? 505-246-0610. John says, good morning, fellas. The only thing I'll say is Scotty Scheffler simply dominates the golf course. Yesterday, woke up at 6 a.m. and watched it all. So damn good. On Scotty's last hole, he missed the birdie attempt on his first shot by a few inches, tapped in for the win. Tiger-esque for sure. Such a great player. That's from John. Appreciate you. This one's from Travis. Says, can we talk for a second about what's going on in golf these days? No, I'm not talking about Scotty's historic run or the unfazed manner in which he goes about his business. I'm talking about the homies on the, I think that's his homies. Is that nomies on the golf course, and the seeming increase in physical confrontation? We've all seen the videos, but I'm sure we've all seen the deterioration of behavior on the course. Playing this weekend in the scramble format, my group was verbally accosted by a group of drunks who had too many adult sodies. What's going on? That sucks for you. Yeah, but I mean, look, more and more people are playing golf, right? Everybody, right? It's kind of become more cool to play golf. And people go out, and when bad golfers get drunk, they don't get better. I don't know, Travis. JJ, what makes this one different, if anything, makes it different than, Rory or Spieth or Brooksy or whoever was going to be the next Tiger?
What makes this different?
Yeah. If anything. And you can say, I mean, the answer could be nothing.
Nothing yet. Because it's an incredible run he's on. But the Tiger comparison, too, comes with the major titles.
Yep.
And it's, all right, let's see 2-3 more years. Because I got to compare, like, the overall wins to some of those other players.
Yep.
But he's right now in a spurt that we've seen done before.
So what makes it different to me from Koepka is he's winning other tournaments, right? The other thing that makes it different to me is the margin of victory. That he's winning by 3-4 strokes. Now, Mike says, Big Cat-esque performance. The Open reminded me of the days when Dr. Death, Stevie Williams, the caddy, would tap Tiger on the shoulder a couple of times, telling him it was time to get going before you'd know he had 7 to 8 stroke lead on the field. It's kind of what this guy's doing. Carl says, can we stop talking about Tiger? Jeff, it wasn't just the wins with Tiger. It was, one, the galleries 8 to 10 deep yelling in unison, get in the hole! 2, partners having to wear their dark uniforms because they were always playing a road game. And 3, dudes on the other side of the court hearing the roar without looking at the scoreboard, knowing who it was for. Again, Carl, that's the difference between, I'm not saying he's Tiger, but what he's doing competitive, just straight up winning is Tiger-esque. Therein lies the difference. You're right. You're 1,000% right. That's why he's not Tiger. He's not having that effect.
Is anyone ever going to be able to have that effect in
I'm not
golf
certain
anymore?
anyone ever will. Yeah.
I don't think so either.
Did
So
Jack?
What we're discussing is the attitude on the course and how his competitors feel about him.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Carl, I think you're right. Like literally not saying that he's doing that and that the Tiger-esque piece is simply about golf. No, you're right. He's not having that transcendent effect. He's not changing the game. No, he's not doing any of that. But he's winning at a clip right now. Right now. How long does he have to keep that up, JT? Then it becomes different than what we saw with Koepka and DJ and some of these other guys. Another year?
Another year or two?
I think one more year. I mean, if he wins 2 next year, because then that puts him at another place at 6, right? He passes Koepka and it passes Rory, and he's done it in the short length of time. And if he continues to win by these lengths, and meanwhile winning, 3, 4, 5. Like, okay, right now, who's Player of the Year? Is he Player of the Year for you? He won the Open, and he won the PGA, right? Rory won the Players and the Masters. They've both been around the top of the leaderboard and everything else. Rory's had a hell of a year, too, now. I guess maybe it plays out in the FedEx. Who finished better in the FedEx Cup? Because they're both having a hell of a year, and a lot of people consider the Players' Championship a 5th major, although probably not. I don't know. It's a fun conversation, I'll tell you that. And it's fun to watch. I mean, it is. It's just different, man. And when you've got the other guys, Rory McIlroy, quote, he is the bar that we're all trying to get to. In a historical context, you could argue that there's only maybe 2 or 3 players in the history of the game that have been on a run, the one that Scotty's been on here for the last 24 to 36 months. Incredibly impressive. That was his quote. I guess that answers who's Player of the Year. I mean, Xander says, nothing like it. It sucks for the rest of us. So, all right, 505-246-0610. We'll turn the page, go to some football when we get back because camps are going to be open this week. Everybody's coming to camp. Who's in, who's not, and, Micah Parsons isn't, but no worries. We got all these guys. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
If you've got a dead tree,
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I might not be in the cage as much anymore. Just like riding a bicycle, I can pick up the fight from where I left off. I'm not some slick-haired outsider posing with borrowed gloves. I grew up here. New Mexico is in my blood. I'm a New Mexican fighting for other New Mexicans. I'm Adam Oki. I'll be your champion in the courtroom.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros.
He's on the golf course. As in amateurs. I got it. I look, they're all amateurs. We're all amateurs on the golf course. Sucks though when people want to fight on the golf course and they get a little hammered and get out of my way. And sorry, Travis. I don't know what to tell you. 505-246-0610. All right, camps are going to be open. Maybe the Cowboys have this. Maybe they don't need Micah Parsons, JJ. Micah Parsons isn't signed. He's probably not going to be in camp. So the Cowboys worked out 3 pass rushers ahead of their start of training camp. I mean, well, you know, look, the 3 Lakutas, Lakuta, a Klein, and a Houston equal a Parsons? Is 3 equal 1?
Oh, man, if they can all be on the field at the same time.
Fair enough. You could play 13 dudes instead of 11. They've worked out Jesse Lakuta, Cameron Klein, and James Houston. Jeremy Fowler's reporting this. Houston played for Cleveland. He had a leg injury that cost him the 2023 season. He got released. Lakuta was a 7th-round pick by the Cardinals in the 2022 draft. He has 3 sacks and a forced fumble in his 31 career games. And Klein, undrafted free agent, was with the Bills and the Jets on the practice squad last season. Feel better, Cowboy fan? You don't need Micah Parsons. the hell are we doing, dude? And every show, like every time I got in my car this week, I flip around, and all the national heads are screaming about it. It's all the same thing. And JJ, I just have to come to the conclusion that Jerry doesn't give a damn that he's got to pay a little bit more. I think he feels he's paying a little bit more for all this conversation about his team. There's just no other way. There's no other rationale, is there?
No, it just doesn't make sense. It's an expensive player. Do you want him as a franchise piece or not? Then you have to pay up. There's really nothing else when it comes to Michael Parsons.
I mean, at some point, and there's a pattern here, right? They did it with Dak. They did it with CD Lamb. They will, I mean, my belief is, I firmly believe they will sign him, don't you? Well, you're not as convinced.
I do.
Okay.
They did it with the other, Lamb and Prescott, as you just said. It just doesn't make sense. You're not saving money.
No, you're losing money
on a deal.
That's costly.
If you didn't, here's the thing: if you don't think a player should be the highest paid player at the position, waiting does not change that. Signing him earlier means other players are going to get paid more.
All right. Evidently, they found some of Joe Burrow's stuff. Remember, Joe Burrow's house got hit when he was got burglarized when he was on a road trip. I think it was a Thursday night game. There's a pawn shop owner in New York City who has pleaded guilty to buying and selling items stolen by a national burglary crew. And evidently the victims included Joe Burrow. The U.S. Attorney's Office is on this. So it was December last year. Burrow was in Dallas. Came back and items were stolen from his home. About $300,000 worth of stuff. There was a pattern. Remember Kelsey and Mahomes and Mike Conley, Luka Doncic, a lot of guys. So this guy's name is Dmitry Nijinsky. He pleaded guilty to one count of conspiracy to receiving stolen property. He admitted that he knowingly purchased stolen property, including high-end watches and jewelry and handbags. I got to believe that's like regular common business, isn't it? I don't know that business at all. Back in the day, I bought a guitar at a pawn shop. You been to a lot of pawn shops? I'm not telling you they're
I have not.
it's not. Yeah. Quote from the New York City Police Commissioner. The defendant ran a black market pipeline buying stolen luxury goods from organized theft crews that targeted homes and businesses. It was a deliberate operation that helped professional burglars prey on innocent people. So does Burrow get his stuff back? Do they get to seize it? Does he get his stuff back, or they just bust this guy? I don't even know.
Good question.
Did they bust up that ring too? I'm not sure. All right, little football for you. A little more. Lions lose a defensive tackle. They were hurt all year last year in the line. And is it Onwuzurike? Is that how you say it? Levi Onwuzurike? Out for the year, ACL injury. Underwent knee surgery. They performed pretty damn well beat up as much as they were last year. How much can they continue to take this? It's going to be interesting. Oftentimes it's a battle of attrition. Now, Kansas City won last year, right? Because they were, but yet, despite being beat up at the receiver position. Right? Didn't everybody get hurt? All the receivers just kept going down.
Yeah, it was pretty much Xavier Worthy was the lone constant, and after that, it was next man up.
Yeah. Detroit also was hurt all year on the defensive side. But they continued to win and win and win. It's next man up, but at some point, how many men up can you go? All right, and then there's this. I have time in this segment? I think we do. The Washington Commanders, JJ, are looking for a new stadium. Doesn't it feel like they relatively recently got a new stadium? They had RFK Stadium, and then they're playing in this FedEx Field, and now they want to go. They need another new stadium. President Trump is threatening to hold up the stadium deal for Washington's football team if the football team does not go back to its old name, the Redskins. Now, I'm going to guess. I'm really interested in where y'all feel on this. I don't know if this is going to be right down political lines. If you love Trump, then you're like, yeah, damn it, it should be the Redskins. And if you don't love Trump, it's going to be, no, it should be the Commanders. And this is offensive. And he also, Trump said yesterday that he wants Cleveland's baseball team going back to the name Indians. He says there's a big clamoring for this as well. Commanders and the Guardians, the former Redskins, the former Indians, have their names since the 2022 seasons. They both say they don't plan to go back. I thought this battle was fought, but evidently this can is reopened. Trump says that the Commanders would be much more valuable if they restored their name. Quote, this is Donald Trump on social media yesterday. I may put a restriction on them if they don't change the name back to the original Washington Redskins and get rid of the ridiculous moniker Washington Commanders. I won't make a deal for them to build a stadium in Washington. That was his post. Look, part of you are saying, don't we have bigger things to do? And I'll tell you, you could probably chew gum and walk at the same time. It seems like there's bigger things to worry about. I don't love the name Commanders, probably because it's not something I'm used to. If it was an expansion team, I'd probably be fine with it. I don't know. Does this click you one way or the other?
It is right what you'd expect.
It's on brand.
Yeah.
Well, look, there's been a pretty broad effort. How about that? To roll back changes that had anything to do with cultural sensitivity and racial justice, right? Washington football team announced that it would drop the Redskins name and the logo in 2020. That was a time in our country there was a broader reckoning of systemic racism and police brutality. Not sure what that exactly correlates with that name, but it did. The Commanders and Washington, D.C. government announced a deal earlier this year that they're building a new home for the football team at the state, right where the old RFK Stadium was, a place the franchise was for decades. Trump, his ability to hold up the deal, I'm not sure what he can do. Joe Biden, when he was president, signed a bill in January that transferred that land from the federal government to the District of Columbia. That's for them now to go build their stadium. And the provision was part of a short-term spending bill that was passed by Congress in December when Joe Biden was still president. And D.C. residents elect a mayor and city council and commissioners, and they all run the day-to-day. But Congress evidently maintains control of D.C.'s budget. So, you want a new stadium, go back to the old name, is what the president's basically telling you. I'm not done with this. I got to take this break, but I got a few more thoughts on it. I bet you do too. I bet you do. I want to hear them. 505-246-0610. There's a new moniker out there. MIGA. What that is. Hey, we're just talking about property crime. Joe Burrow's property crime. Don't let you be a victim. Be proactive. Call IPS before you become a victim of property crime. International Protective Service protects homes and businesses all around Albuquerque and Santa Fe. In a time where property crime is on the rise, where officer shortage continues to be an issue, I've trusted IPS for years to watch my home. You see them everywhere you go. I know. You go out, they're in your neighborhood. You go to the stores, they're there as well. They keep the bad guys away. They protect what you've worked so hard to build. They'll provide standing guards if you want eyes on your property around the clock. They will install alarms, camera systems, They have a state-of-the-art facility to monitor those cameras 24/7. It all raises the level of security around your home and your business. So who is watching your home when you're not there? Make sure it's the good guys. Call IPS and protect what you've worked hard to build. The number is 505-897-2420, 505-897-2420. They're online at ipsglobal.com. Passionate about making Albuquerque and Santa Fe better and safer places to live and work.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Got shots? Got shots? Got shots?
During Got Shots, participating providers open their doors for any child who presents for immunizations, regardless of whether they are a patient or whether they have insurance.
The Yeller Sub, located on 7200 Montgomery Boulevard, serves breakfast all day long along with classic hot and cold subs. Don't forget about our shakes, malts and floats made with your favorite Bluebell ice cream. 45 years and still going strong. Come on down to the Yeller Sub, official sandwich of ProView Networks.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
I'm David C. Chavez, personal injury attorney. For over 4 decades, our law firm has remained steadfast in our commitment to serving the remarkable people of New Mexico that have been injured through no fault of their own.
Big weekend baseball, too. We'll get there. Josh Sushon, I think, was 2-1 in the big leagues, wasn't he? Rockies won 2 out of 3 for the Twins, didn't they?
We only did 2 games.
You only did 2? Okay. Then he's 2-0. Opening drive, Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck, 505-246-0610.
And that's awesome, by the way. What he did, saw some of the highlights.
Yeah. Well, he sounded great.
Never a doubt.
Oh, hardly. He was ready for that. The Ice Stopes, voice of the Ice Stopes was up in the big leagues calling some Rocky games this weekend. I want to finish this thought on the Washington football team and Donald Trump and threatening to withhold or prevent the new stadium being built. I don't know. It feels like most people cave to the pressure of this president. And so when he says, I'm going to lean on you, people tend to fold. He put another post out about the Cleveland Guardians, the Cleveland baseball team. And he was talking about Matt Dolan, who was the son of the late owner, Larry Dolan. Matt Dolan no longer really has a role with the baseball team. He ran the team's charity until 2016. He ran for U.S. Senate in 22 and 24, but lost. Trump said the owner of the Cleveland baseball team, Matt Dolan, who is very political, has lost 3 elections in a row because of that ridiculous name change. What he doesn't understand is that if he changed the name back to the Cleveland Indians, he might actually win an election. Indians are being treated very unfairly. Make Indians great again, MIGA. I'm sorry, man. So he would win the election, never mind where he stands on immigration or abortion or guns or any of the issues. But if he changed the name, which he can't because he doesn't own the team anymore. But if somehow he changed the team back to Indians, he'd win the election. And Indians are being treated very unfairly. Very unfairly. Dan, good morning. You're on the Sports Animal. Hi, Dan.
Hey, how you doing, guys? Hey, real quick, changing the name back, you know what I'd like to see? Every team in every sport change their name to some kind of racial slur. This way, those names would go out of the picture within three generations. No one would know what those names are. And I could make a bunch of jokes about it, but I don't want to because it's your radio show or whatever. But can you imagine if they did that? If they changed names, they're like, yo, this guy, this ethnic group is taking on this ethnic group. I love that ethnic group, and he may not even be part of that ethnic group, but you're a fan of that team. So, I don't know. I find it kind of funny. I just would like to see them go that way and then see people wearing those shirts, love these people, love those, love them, and like, yo, you're a big fan of them? Yeah, oh, yeah. And that name means nothing anymore. I think this, changing names and stuff, okay, but it's kind of ridiculous. Changing things back or whatever, it is what it is in this country. But I always found it a laugh. I said, imagine if the sports people did that, and what would the fans' reaction be, and how would they embrace it? You know what I'm saying? And I could make jokes up and down all day long. I won't do that. But anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there, guys.
Thanks.
Have a good day.
See you, Dan. Whatever happened to like Tigers and Wildcats and Eagles?
Oh my!
The Bears, the Lions. Yeah. I think this has legs, man. I don't think look, when Trump puts his teeth into something, there's never a back down. It's a double down, right? Never. And if you're that ownership group of the Washington Commanders, I know you're feeling the pressure. Do you believe it? I don't know where they stand politically, and it's quite a group. They might all be aligned. They might not. I have no idea. But just because Trump says, quote, Indians are being treated very unfairly, make Indians great again. What does that have to do with the name? Just asking, man. I'm just asking. What? Native
The
American.
question is how much could they do to block anything moving forward? Because that's going to be a battle right there.
Yes. I'm looking at the stories here. These are 5-year stories. And the cost to rebrand, by the way, it's a big deal. Anyway, All right, 505-246-0610. Emails coming in this morning, Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com, JJ at sportsanimalabq.com, and you can watch us on the Facebook. Also, we're getting close. Man, Harold's really upset about this volleyball stuff. JJ, Harold, I don't know what to tell you, man. Did you call, Frank? Did you call anybody over there? Maybe that's my job to call and get you. Now, but I can't fix the parking for you. This weekend was the annual Lobo volleyball camp at the now parking-less Johnson Gym, and it was a holy mess. Why are we so hell-bent on making it harder on people that want to go to the games around here? I'm afraid the first time fans have to deal with that, they're going to tap out and decide it's easier to stay home and watch the matches via a crummy net stream. It's really not that bad.
Oh, shots fired. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, it's really not that bad. Have you watched streams lately? I mean, if your internet is worth anything, it's pretty damn good.
Telling me my AOL dial-up is a little behind.
I'll bet even that.
Don't pick up the phone! Don't pick up the phone!
Are you doing volleyball games?
I don't do volleyball games. I'm the voice of women's soccer and softball on the Mountain West Network.
The streams are pretty. I mean, you watch. I don't know. You watch Amazon Prime on Thursday night, right? Watch the NFL.
Yeah,
there.
but you get Al Michaels, bro.
Oh, so that makes the stream better. I got it. All right, 505-246-0610. Emails. Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com. NFL playoff advantages. And when will Rashee Rice be back? It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Animal.
I'm a New Mexican fighting for New Mexicans. I receive.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
You followed him from the first day he signed with the team. You remember the day he poured in 63 points? The night he played a sold-out concert to 30,000 people. The day he gave his infamous speech. That's why you believe in heroes. That's why you remember and collect their memorabilia. All in autographs, where you can meet some of the greats, collect some of the greats, and share your own legacy. Visit All In Autographs, where you can celebrate the great and have your own piece of history.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks. Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
You followed him from the first day he signed with the team. You remember the day he poured in 63 points? The night he played a sold-out concert to 30,000 people. The day he gave his infamous speech. That's why you believe in heroes. That's why you remember and collect their memorabilia. All in Autographs, where you can meet some of the greats, collect some of the greats, and share your own legacy. Visit All In Autographs, where you can celebrate the great and have your own piece of history.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Marty Size in Albuquerque today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games.
Competition, but you could tell that Callahan was been done with Will Levis for a while now.
And that's why they went out and picked the quarterback number 1. All right. Also this morning, ACC Media Day is going on. And this is Yahoo Sports or USA Today. Carolina was 12th. It's picked 12th in the ACC. That's Bill Belichick's team. Picked 12th in the ACC. Something to watch. All right, so that's a big deal. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck, 505-246-0610. Emails, Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com and JJ at sportsanimalabq.com. And on the X, it's _ JJ Buck. JJ, have you seen Sports Illustrated's all quarter century NFL team yet? Have you looked at that?
No, but I know that's been popping around. Multiple sites have been doing theirs.
Okay. Sport, because it's the 25th year of the century, it is 2025. So Sports Illustrated put out their all-century team. By position, quarterback, Tom Brady, first team, Patrick Mahomes, second team, Peyton Manning, third team. I think we're all good with that, right? I mean, there really is. Tom Brady 1, Patrick Mahomes 2, Peyton Manning 3. I just cut and dry. And then everything gets pretty objective after that. Running back, first team, LaDainian Tomlinson. Second team, Adrian Peterson and Derrick Henry. Third team, LaShawn McCoy.
Okay, LaShawn McCoy.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, none of them jumped to me except for the second team guys, Adrian Peterson and Derrick Henry do. But LaDainian Tomlinson outshined everybody. Is LaDainian Tomlinson the best running back of this century? I mean, according to this, he is. I guess that's fair. I mean, he was unanimous on this thing, almost unanimous. Wide receiver, Larry Fitzgerald, Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson, first team. Larry Fitzgerald, Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson. Calvin Johnson retired early. Second team, Terrell Owens, Julio Jones. Third team, Tyreek Hill, Antonio Brown, Marvin Harrison. Other guys on the list, Mike Evans, A.J. Green, DeAndre Hopkins, Andre Johnson, Steve Smith, and Anquan Boldin. Larry Fitzgerald. I don't
Phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. I really don't. Tight end, Travis Kelce 1, Rob Gronkowski 2. Fair? And it was really close, 14 votes to 13 votes. You could have gone either way. I might have gone Gronk first. But he didn't date Taylor Swift, so but he's done a lot of other stuff. Tackles, Joe Thomas and Jonathan Ogden. Guards, Zach Martin and Alan Faneca. Center, Jason Kelce. Defense, edge rushers. Man, this one you could have all kinds of conversations on. First team, Julius Peppers, J.J. Watt, Myles Garrett. Second team, Jared Allen, DeMarcus Ware, Von Miller. You want to go third team? Jason Taylor, Khalil Mack, Michael Strahan. You didn't even get to T.J. Watt, Cam Jordan, Terrell Suggs. That's a list, man. That's the hardest list of all of them for me. To separate guys. Pepper's the best edge rusher of the century. I almost go J.J. Watt, but okay. I'm down with it. Defensive tackle, Aaron Donald 1, Chris Jones 2. That was your first team. Second team, Warren Sapp and Richard Seymour. Third team, Ndamukong Suh and Geno Atkins. That's pretty good. Inside linebacker, first team, Ray Lewis and Bobby Wagner. Second team, Brian Urlacher, Luke Kuechly. Third team, Derek Brooks, Patrick Willis. Brian made second team, all century. I think I would have gotten Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, but Bobby Wagner's a good pick too. Maybe you got a little bias here. Cornerback. Yes. Darrelle Revis, Charles Woodson. Yes?
I don't like the 25-year period. That's
I
like maybe like 10 years.
Yeah, but
it's I understand it's so weird because I might probably put Manning over Mahomes if I'm taking into account the entire 25-year period as opposed to just the.
Really?
Yeah.
Mahomes won more than Manning already, right? But fair.
Are we just ranking Super Bowl titles?
When it comes to quarterback, yes. You know that. Yes. When it comes to everything else, no. But when it comes to quarterback, yeah.
Because it was pretty much like that. This over the 25-year period, like they've listed very good players, but it's just like, oh, here's the 3 active rushing leaders, so LaShawn McCoy is there. And I don't know if I'd feel LaShawn McCoy.
I'm with you. I'm with
be on
LaShawn
that list,
McCoy.
but he has the rushing yards.
Yeah. Safety, Troy Polamalu and Ed Reed, first team. Brian Dawkins, Earl Thomas, second team. Kicker, Adam Vinatieri, 1. Justin Tucker, 2. Harrison Butker, 3rd. Shane Leckler's your punter. Kick returner is Dante Hall. Punt returner is Devin Hester. Fullback, Kyle Juszczyk, because there aren't any. It's an interesting list.
Mike Allstott was alive and
Was he? I guess he was this century.
doing things.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That was potentially, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's there for you to scream about if you want, because, well, that's what these lists are for, to scream about. They literally make these, so you can complain and say, where's my guy? How's my guy not on there? I mean, that's literally why these are done. All right, 505-246-0610. So that's some breaking news in the NFL and the quarterback situation in Tennessee. I don't know that it's earth-shattering other than it absolutely clears the path, and it might have already been cleared, for the number 1 overall pick to be the starter when the season starts. They open up against the Denver Broncos. All right? 505-246-0610. We get back. Dodger fans, you worried yet? I know JJ laughs. It's only a 3.5 game lead. You just got swept by the Brewers. You weren't real good before the break. Time for concern or just whatever? It's just the middle of the summer and they're going to be fine. We're going to get into that a little bit when we get back at 505-246-0610. Looking for some jewelry? Need a jeweler? I didn't know I needed one either, but I have one, and it should be the same one that's yours. John Thomas Jewelers was my jeweler the second I walked into the door, because I realized that it was different and that it was better and that it was full service and that they gave a damn and the quality was impeccable. And now what they've got going to John Thomas Jewelers is flat out insane. If you are getting engaged, there is nowhere else to look. John Thomas Jewelers has over 3,000 men's and women's engagement rings right now for you to go take a look at. If you want to have one custom made, do that. You'll see it in 3D. They'll print it in 3D printed wax before they do it in precious metal, so you know exactly what you're getting. But what if she doesn't like it? What if she loves you but not the ring? No worries, or in fact, no regrets. It's the no regrets engagement ring. And she wants something different. You have an entire year to redesign it after you propose. There's no penalty, not even on custom made rings. And all of their rings come with a free lifetime nationwide warranty. Their diamonds are hand selected by John Thomas Jewelers in Antwerp, Belgium, which is the diamond capital of the world. It is the no regrets engagement ring and is exclusively at John Thomas Jewelers. Go by, see them. They're on the 3rd floor, Lewis University building in Louisiana, 1 block south of Manal. See why they've been voted the best jeweler in Albuquerque for 5 straight years. They're voted one of America's coolest jewelry stores. It's John Thomas Jewelers, where Albuquerque gets engaged.
Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
The Yeller Sub, located on 7200 Montgomery Boulevard, serves breakfast all day long along with classic hot and cold subs. Don't forget about our shakes, malts and floats made with your favorite Blue Bell ice cream. 45 years and still going strong. Come on down to the Yeller Sub, official sandwich of ProView Networks.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
I might not be in the cage as much anymore. Just like riding a bicycle, I can pick up the fight from where I left off. I'm not some slick-haired outsider posing with borrowed gloves. I grew up here. New Mexico is in my blood. I'm a New Mexican fighting for other New Mexicans. I'm Adam Oki. I'll be your champion in the courtroom.
Hi, my name is Daniel Chavez, and this is my business partner, David Chavez. We are the owners of Indeed Safety. Indeed Safety is a local safety consulting company helping our clients with their safety needs for their projects.
One of the things we pride ourselves as a construction safety company is helping our men and women in construction get home safe every day to their families. Indeed Safety is a proud supporter of ProView Network.
Got shots? Got shots? Got shots?
During Got Shots, participating providers open their doors for any child who presents for immunizations, regardless of whether they are a patient or whether they have insurance.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
You followed him from the first day he signed with the team. You
Swept by the Brewers, huh? You worried yet, Dodger fan? Swept by the Brewers? You're only up by 3 games? Freddie Freeman's day-to-day after he got hit by a pitch. So opening drive, Jeff Symbieta, J.J. Buck. Got to watch a little Tarek Scuba last night. If you, they're starting to find some Tigers games on Sunday Night Baseball now. They're realizing, wow, we really like that. He's fun to watch. Dodgers get swept by the Brewers. They are 3.5 games clear of the Padres in the National League West. JJ, I know you kind of chuckle it off, but I don't know that this is a done deal. I think the Padres are really, really good. And I look at a Dodger team scuffling and I don't know. Did they make the playoffs? Yeah, I think they make the playoffs. But what do they got now? They got the Twins, Red Sox, and Reds coming up. Should Dodger fan be concerned? Because I listen to them all the time. I got 2 texts this morning on my phone like, dude, it's getting a little close, getting a little tight. They're not used to this. They're used to running away by 7, 8, 12 games by this time of year.
Hit the panic button, man.
All right.
Fire the manager.
Oh, yeah. Dave Roberts needs to go.
Say everyone but Shohei Ohtani is available for trade.
Fair.
And let's shake this thing up. Baseball is too long of a season, man. That's what they did. They gave themselves a ridiculous buffer.
Yeah.
So you can have this streak where they're 2-8 in their last 10 games.
That's right.
Lose this season series to the Brewers, 10 in a row to the Brewers, and you're still 3.5 games up on the Padres.
Yeah. Swept by the Brewers.
Wake me in October.
All right. Meanwhile, the Brewers just drew even with the Cubs. 59-40. They're tied for first place. Who do you like better? Which roster do you like better? People love the Cubs. The Cubs have been a great story this year. Brewers have won that division, I want to say, the last 3 seasons. Brewers are still nice. Brewers have good young pitching. I kind of like the Brewers.
Brewers are always one of the most underrated teams in baseball, regardless of what they do.
Yeah. Alex Bregman came off the bench, pinch hit home run yesterday. Red Sox were winners. They're 5 games back of the Blue Jays, who are leading. The Blue Jays are leading the American League East. As we sit here this morning, rounding into mid-August and camps opening in football, your division leaders are the Blue Jays. The Tigers are 11 clear of the Guardians, the Tigers, and then Houston 4 clear of the Mariners in the American League West. And it's the Phillies half game better than the Mets in the National League East. The Cubs and Brewers tied in the Central, and the Dodgers 3.5 clear of the Padres. So as far as wild cards, it's the Yankees, Mariners, and Red Sox right now, with Tampa Bay game and a half back. And in the National League, it's the Brewers, the Mets, and the Padres, with both Cincinnati and San Francisco just 2.5 games back. So the Wild, you know what? I wasn't big on the Wild. I'm still not, but it does make things interesting. It does keep everybody in. If you have the 3 wild card spots, it does keep everybody somewhat interested, except for the Rockies. And I get what it did. I don't love the format of the wild card when you get there. I see no way around it, but I understand what it has absolutely done for the regular season of baseball.
It's magnified it, and it's one where I'm okay with it because I don't want to reward those teams just for them being there. And it's like the NBA playing, right? You go, oh, it's 10, yeah, but it's small sample size, one and done for 9-10. Same thing for the wild card. Like, it still puts an emphasis on winning your division, having a better record, so you're not in such a small sample size playoff.
Yeah. I want to hit this. Since we've been talking a little bit of historical perspective when it comes to Scotty Scheffler, and you can still get in on any of that. Aaron Judge hit his 351st career home run with the Yankees. Okay, so he's tied with Alex Rodriguez for 6th place on the all-time Yankee list. I didn't think A-Rod would be that high on the Yankee list, but I guess I didn't realize that. So Judge is a lifer so far with the Yankees. A-Rod has 696 home runs overall. Judge this year, his slash lines are incredible. 354, 459, 729. He's got 36 home runs, drove in 82 runs. I think he's on pace to win the MVP again. That would be 3 out of 4. The Triple Crown would be amazing. Here's the Yankees list. He's at 351. Next up is Yogi Berra at 358. He'll get DiMaggio this year at 361. So he'll be 4th on the Yankees all-time list already. Gehrig at 493, Mantle 536, Babe Ruth 659 with the Yankees because he hit a few with the Red Sox. Historically, what we're watching right now, and again, I shy away from the hyperbole, the recency bias. The fact that you've got him with the Yankees and Ohtani with the Dodgers. So the 2 best players, are we good on that? They're the 2 best players of the game?
Yes.
Are with the 2 highest profile franchises in the 2 biggest markets. Does that help baseball? And I do believe there's a resurgence. The numbers are up. People are more interested in baseball. I think attendance is up. I know the TV numbers are up. As opposed to them playing with the Blue Jays and the Rays.
Detroit Tigers.
Yeah, the A's. Yeah, where Tarek Skubal is. Yeah.
No, it raises the national spotlight when you're able to have those Saturday and Sunday night windows. Those are the teams that are on.
I'm trying to put it in perspective. I hate the how good are they question, but I'm trying to put in perspective what we're watching right now. Because to me, this is better than a McGuire, Sosa. I say Bonds. Bonds was a full player. McGuire and Sosa were just sluggers. Ohtani is the best all-around player we've seen. I mean, I've seen ever. I don't know about you. And Judge isn't just a hitter, man. I mean, he's actually playing some pretty good right field.
He's hitting 352 with 36 home runs. It's crazy.
It is crazy. It is crazy. Like, this is one of those eras, just appreciate it. And, like, somebody else will come along. They'll be the next whomever. Bonds and Judge. And like, there's great players. I'm going to tell you, I think this is the best duo since Bonds and Griffey. Am I wrong? Now, they didn't play in L.A. and New York. Bonds and Griffey were two of the best players I've ever seen. Now we're talking 90s. There's been really good players in the last quarter of a century. But I just get what we're watching right now is somewhat incredibly special. The fact that they were in the World Series last year against each other was a big deal. I think it's. I'm trying to figure out how to put that in perspective. What we're watching with those two guys, because I think it's really, really special.
It is very special. And I don't think I'll ever see a player better than Shohei Ohtani. I think I'll be the dude when I'm 75 years old and like there's Shohei Ohtani, could pitch and hit.
Yeah,
it was amazing. Babe Ruth could not sniff his jockstrap.
Because all of us saw Babe Ruth play.
Oh, of course.
No, I'm right there with you. All right, keep them coming to 505-246-0610. Emails Jeff at sportsanimалabq.com and JJ at sportsanimалabq.com. Right now, Summer Savings Week at Twin Peaks is going on. It's running through the 24th. So all week long, save big on your favorite food and drinks every day at Twin Peaks. So go by, whether you're there. I mean, of course, the fights are there. All the big fights are on with no cover. So whether you're there for the fights, the flavors, Twin Peaks has you covered. And coming up, it is National Tequila Day. That is this week. It is coming up on the 24th. Twin Peaks knows tequila. Stop by and enjoy top shelf tequilas like the House Margarita, Tequila Sunrise, or the bold Cincoro Margarita, served over an ice ball with a Tajín rim. And then from July 27th through the 31st, the Summer Bikini Bash is on. Cool off with your favorite Twin Peaks girls and enjoy specials on shots and cans and cocktails and martinis. It's the ultimate summer send-off, and it is only at Twin Peaks. And then late nights, flatbreads from 10 to close, Sunday through Thursday, they're only $8. Don't forget happy hour, lunch combos, hearty meals starting at just $7.99. Twin Peaks has you covered every day, all day parts. Twin Peaks has something for everyone.
This message is...
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, Find it on ProView Networks.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, backed by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
I'm David C. Chavis, personal injury attorney. For over 4 decades, our law firm has remained steadfast in our commitment to serving the remarkable people of New Mexico that have been injured through no fault of their own. I'm a New Mexican fighting for New Mexicans. I received my bachelor's degree at NMSU and earned my law degree at UNM. I can proudly say I'm both an Aggie and a Lobo. Call now and I will meet with you. 40 years strong, and we're still as local as red and green.
The Yeller Sub, located on 7200 Montgomery Boulevard, serves breakfast all day long along with classic hot and cold subs.
The Blades brother that was the safety should be on that list. Was that Benny? Remember which one it was. Travis says, based on sound effects alone, JJ needs to be the voice of Lobo Volleyball also. I'm not sure they were Mike Breen bang worthy, but it was good stuff. Just for a second, imagine JJ called Lobo tennis. In that low voice the commentators use, as though the players are ever going to hear the commentators in the booth from the court. Pure magic. He wants you to do with volleyball. All right, let's go. Let's hear what you have to say. 505-246-0610. Edward, good morning. You're on the Sports Animal. Good day, sir.
Good day, Jen. What an honor to be on an award-winning show and share a few thoughts.
That's right. What's happening?
Hey, I want to talk about the WNBA, and not to be too reiterative on my stance or my comments. First and foremost, let me prelude this call. Let me preface it by saying I don't actively root against people. I try to root for people, and I think there's room for everybody to be successful, right, in different pockets of sports and in the population. You know, I think there's room for everybody to be successful. If there was a playbook, if there was a case study on what not to do from a marketing perspective. What the WNBA players are doing, would be a fascinating.
You're
case
talking
study.
about the shirts that said "Pay us what we're worth."
Pay us what we're worth. Let me expand. Hubris, and I'm going to define it for your callers. I'm not to insult the intellect of any of your callers or listeners. I think we have some very good callers. Hubris is defined as extreme or excessive pride or dangerous overconfidence, and complacency, often in combination or synonymous with arrogance. The league started in 1997. It was created in 96, started in 97. And for about 24 years, they played in relative obscurity, right? And then they get a comet in the sky in Caitlin Clark, and it elevates their sport. And that's been well documented and talked about. But the hubris that they demonstrate, not only the current players, but previous players and organizations and coaches and administrators and the commissioner, it confounds me. And I think, JJ and Jeff, it's going to reach a point, there's going to be an inflection point where they're going to go overboard and they're really starting to be disliked. And Brittany Griner, and I joke, I shouldn't probably, but he's becoming a very unlikable person, right? So, but it's not only Griner, it's multiple people, and they're digging in with cognitive dissonance and not reading the room. And I think rather than having awareness and celebrating, their success, their recent uptick in their sport, they're digging in and they're going to turn people off even more than they were already turned off. They were they played in obscurity for a quarter century. And they were the butt of a joke, right? Hey, don't try to force it down our throat. It's a bad product. We don't really care about it. But the NBA is supporting you. So when you come out and you wear shirts that say, pay us what we're worth, I shared this with you earlier. They did a case study, a financial study, and since they lost so much money to the league, each player would owe the league $80,000 if they were paid what they were worth.
Well, but that was before now, right? I mean that's turns with the new media deal, correct?
You're right. And with the new media deal, there's new money. And so, again, I'm not actively rooting against them, but I think they're treading treacherous, dangerous water with this arrogance, this hubris. And I think I would take a step back, operate with some awareness, and maybe retract, kind of their marketing ploy, because I think it's going to end in disaster for them. That's what I believe. I appreciate you letting me share a few thoughts. The golfer that won the championship, that guy's amazing. Like, that guy is amazing. So have a great day, guys.
All right, see you. Pay us what you owe us. And I guess it really didn't hit my radar, the WNBA All-Star. Did you watch the WNBA All-Star game or any of the festivities around it this weekend?
Bits and pieces of it.
Okay. WNBA All-Stars wore T-shirts. They got together on Friday, and they wore shirts that said, pay us what you owe us. Angel Reese said this week that we should be getting paid what the NBA players are getting paid. You just heard one fan or one person, I don't believe in a WNBA fan, but certainly a sports fan, reaction to it. What did you think when you saw what they did and with the chance of pay them running down to the crowd in, where were they playing this thing? In Indianapolis, I think.
I think a lot of people share Edward's sentiment, man. People don't care about contracts. The only thing they care about is if for some reason an athlete gets paid so much money, but they don't care about collective bargaining agreements. They don't care if you're making this, that, or whatever. You're getting paid to play sports, and they want you to do that. And I don't think playing this out in the media is good for the WNBA. Like, their profile is growing. The league is growing. The media investment is growing. The salaries can't jump by 150% just because. It's going to take some time. Like, I don't mind athletes doing their part because you have to push back. Whereas, think about baseball, right? They never had free agency or other things like that. It takes athletes to push back on status quo, and that's stuff they have to do. But playing it out in the media in front of fans, it's going to start to ring hollow because there's a strong portion of sports fans that are looking for every possible way to continue to put not just the WNBA down, but any women in sports down.
It's interesting. I'm an advocate of women in sports. I raised a girl who played and saw the benefits. I love seeing women succeed. Do I consume professional women's sports like I do my traditional sports? I don't. But I want them to succeed. There's an old saying, pigs get fat, hogs go to slaughter, right? I really been looking to find perspective on this. I believe that the players should be getting whatever a fair percentage is. And that's the numbers I haven't seen. I've seen that there's a new $2.2 billion media deal. I've seen that expansion fees are up to about $250 million. So you want a team in Albuquerque, you got to come up with $250 million just to get started. And so with that said, I believe that the players should be paid on a structure that is commiserate with that. I also do not have a problem when owners make a profit. They're in business. They're the ones who are taking the risk. What risk, Jeff? Well, I mean, anytime you open a business, there's a risk. And we always hear, well, the owners are making all this money. Yeah, they're the ones who put the money up. They're the ones who are taking it. We have a problem when owners make money, but only the players should make money. So I don't know what the percentage of the pie should, or what the piece of the pie should look like. I believe that the players should get paid a fair percentage. And is that increasing? They're going to have to collectively bargain that. When Angel Reese comes out and says we should be getting paid what the NBA gets paid, basically saying Caitlin Clark should be making $72 million a year. Oh, wait, not Caitlin Clark. It should be her. Right? The money isn't there. They haven't generated the revenue. As Edward just said, and he's absolutely 100% right, for the better part of 20 years, the NBA subsidized the WNBA, which lost money. And I don't know if the numbers are right. He said, and I haven't fact-checked this, but I don't think he's way off. If they were paid what they were owed, they'd owe $80,000 a year. I don't know. They'd probably all have to pay to play. So it's probably, the league's probably behind in catching up to where salaries should be. You know, and I hear Caitlin Clark's making $70-something thousand a year. You're like, well, yeah, it probably needs to be more than that. Does it need to be $72 million? No, because that league does not generate that sort of revenue. But again, should it be proportionate? Absolutely. Does it need to be on a sliding scale? Do you need to evaluate it every year? You probably need to reevaluate your pay structure every time your media rights are done. So they've got a new $2.2 billion media deal. That's not yearly. That's the full package of it. What's a fair percentage? And again, I don't know what operating costs are, because the only costs are not just player salary. I mean, it's travel, it's front office, it's stadium or arena rental. It's not cheap to run a business, especially that kind of business. But Gigi, I feel that they should be paid proportionally. But I agree with you. I can't remember a time where taking something public like this ends up in public sentiment being on your side. You'll preach to the choir. You'll get the people who are in that building who are already in your tent. They'll be on your side. But the people like Edward, the last caller, who you're trying to get into your tent, I think you turn them off that way.
Yeah, and it's easy to say when you're Angel Reese or something, pay us like the NBA players, but they're not thinking about how that hits overall when you're trying to get people on your side, when you're trying to get people to support you. Like, it's a tone-deaf comment.
It's a tone-deaf, and just, I don't think she's ignorant. I think it's ignorant to the facts when she makes that comment. I don't believe her to be ignorant or stupid. But I mean, when you make a comment like that, you've got to know all the facts. Like, where's that money coming from? Where is it supposed to come from? The league does not generate that sort of revenue like the NBA does. I love your thoughts. Have you heard it? I saw it over the weekend. I kind of looked at it. I listened to it. I really tried to be objective. And I'm like, I just don't know how this is going to work out in the players' favor. 505-246-0610. I love your thoughts, though. You saw it. Pay us what you owe us. 505-246-0610. How's your yard looking? Front yard, backyard? I got the answer for you. It is LaBarge Landscape. They came out to my spot. I have a little maintenance issue. It didn't, it's not just brutal, but it needs to be better. It gets away from me. I don't have the time. I've been traveling a lot. I don't love doing yard work. I'm not real good at it. They are. LaBarge Landscape. Experts in residential and commercial landscape, maintenance and design, cleanup and repair. Over 80 years of experience over at LaBarge Landscape. Family owned, family operated. They are local. They specialize in what you need, whether it's a full redo, whether it's sprinkler repair. Maybe you need a retaining wall, some pavers. You can trust them. They're licensed and bonded. They're insured. That means you don't have to worry about someone not getting that job done, not completing the job. How do you know? Like, we've all gotten to a point where we need some work done in the yard. We need, who do you call? And you got a buddy who says, well, I got my friends, nephews, uncles, cousins, kids. He's really good at this. You can hire him to come over. That's probably not the answer. Oh, I got a baggie full of rocks and a little flyer that was thrown in my driveway the other day. Yeah, that's not the answer either. LaBarge is the answer. They take pride in their work. Every single job. They treat your home, they treat your property like it's their own. They respect your property. They clean up after themselves. They pay attention to detail, and the quality of their work is beyond compare. The pricing, incredibly competitive. If you don't know what you want, they'll walk you through it. They're experts, show you all kinds of options. They'll design sketches and give you ideas until you find exactly what you and your family are looking for. Me, maintenance, some sprinkler work. You, they'll take care of you. LaBarge Landscape. Go online, L-A-B-A-R-G-E, LaBargeLandscape.com, or call and have someone come out and take a look at what you need. It's area code 505-345-3000, 505-345-3000. Whether your project is small or large, the answer's easy. It's LaBarge Landscape.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Got shots? Got shots? Got shots?
During Got Shots, participating providers open their doors for any child who presents for immunizations, regardless of whether they are a patient or whether they have insurance.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of Celebrity Green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
The Yeller Sub, located on 7200 Montgomery Boulevard, serves breakfast all day long along with classic hot and cold subs. Don't forget about our shakes, malts and floats made with your favorite Bluebell ice cream. 45 years and still going strong. Come on down to the Yeller Sub, official sandwich of ProView Networks.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing.
Or two, the caller who read you the definition right off of his Webster's.com of what hubris is. This one says, it's from, who's this one? It's from 0584. Edward, here's a pro tip. We all know what hubris means. If you read the dictionary.com definition of hubris to us, it confirms to us you don't know what hubris means and stumbled across the word in Stephen A. Smith's Word of the Day calendar. It's not that I hate your phone calls. It's just you're a little conceited for my taste. In other words, you have too much self-assured hubris. Thank you for that. This one says, Angel Reese, that is bleeping delusional. They make a fraction of what the NBA makes, so their pay should be a fraction of what the NBA makes. That's kind of the point. The WNBA revenue is a your salary is going to be proportionate to what the revenue is. Does that make sense? right? I mean, like if you work for the sports animal in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and that station bills 1/3 of what the sports animal in Dallas makes, you might make 1/3 here. Does that just make sense? Right? Why are you looking at me like that? You think my numbers are way off. I understand.
I think I'm going to buy one of those shirts, though.
What? Pay me what you owe me? Which shirt? I can get one made for you. Don says, do we really think the WNBA players and participants are ignorant to the fact they are losing money? I believe they understand, but they're looking for a handout. They want their cake and they want to eat it too. They'd better hope nothing happens to Caitlin Clark to where she can no longer play. She's out for the All-Star game and she's out against Liberty the next game. I think that's, JJ, I think the T-shirts probably resonated with the choir, right? The people who were there at that All-Star game, their core, their fans. Yep, pay them. I think everybody else just went, wait, what? And it probably it's gonna sing with the choir. Everybody's gonna love it, except for the people who they're trying to get on board. And those are gonna be the ones that go, yeah, maybe not. All right, 505-246-0610. Got more from you. Boy, a lot more from you. Big news in the NFL this morning as well. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
I might not be in the cage as much anymore. Just like riding a bicycle, I can pick up the fight from where I left off. I'm not some slick-haired outsider posing with borrowed gloves. I grew up here. New Mexico is in my blood. I'm a New Mexican fighting for other New Mexicans. I'm Adam Oki. I'll be your champion in the courtroom.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Marty Size in Albuquerque today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hi, my name is Daniel Chavez, and this is my business partner, David Chavez. We are the owners of Indeed Safety. Indeed Safety is a local safety consulting company helping our clients with their safety needs for their projects.
One of the things we pride ourselves as a construction safety company is helping our men and women in construction get home safe every day to their families. Indeed Safety is a proud supporter of ProView Network.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
We aren't all born with the same opportunities. But it's the people who care that change everything.
Get ready, Sprout, get ready!
My coach. My teacher. My older sisters. My grandma. My brother. My tutor. My dad and my mom.
As New Mexicans, it's up to all of us to do our part.
So that no child goes without love.
And no family has to do it all on their own.
They're all our children. Every single person is called to make a difference in the life of a child.
It's up to all of us to do our part.
To pull together.
Pull together.
Pull together.
To make New Mexico the best place to be a kid.
I'm David C. Chavez, personal injury attorney. For over 4 decades, our law firm has remained steadfast in our commitment to serving the remarkable people.
85.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Well, a little breaking news out of the National Football League this morning. Will Levis, the quarterback of the Tennessee Titans, undergoing surgery on his throwing shoulder. That'll end his season. Cam Ward's the number 1 overall pick. He's going to be your dude in Tennessee, I got to believe, although they haven't said it yet. That was announced this morning. Scotty Scheffler won $3.1 million to win the Open Championship yesterday in Northern Ireland. Won by 4 strokes, second major of the year for Scotty as he continues his dominance on the PGA Tour. Aaron Judge hit his 351st career home run over the weekend. Donald Trump is demanding that the Commanders change their name back to the Redskins, and the Cowboys are auditioning pass rushers because Micah Parsons isn't in town. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta, J.J. Buck. Moses Sparks, the offensive lineman from Cleveland High School here in Albuquerque, or in Rio Rancho, is committed verbally to play for Kyle Whittingham at Utah. Kyle told me the other day, when I was at Big 12, he's got the best offensive line he's ever had at Utah. He's been there over 20 years.
His 2 tackles are pretty good.
He believes they're both going to be NFL draft picks. And while they'll be gone by the time Moses Sparks is playing, you know they're lined up. And the talk is that Moses will be moved inside and play guard when he's in college, which it sounds like he's good with. I got an email or a text. Okay, I didn't know how to read this. It came in, and it says, Connor Stallion, he sent me a link. Connor Stallions, the former Michigan assistant who's been suspended and got Sharon Moore suspended. And Sharon Moore, the head coach of Michigan, is going to miss 2 games. He's going to coach the first 2 games of the season against New Mexico and Oklahoma because it's a big game against Oklahoma, and he played at Oklahoma. But the text says Stallions knew most of the signals 7 games with Michigan. Didn't realize the Lobos were not playing Michigan. NMSU, what a joke ESPN is. I'm like, wait, what? What are you talking about? And so ESPN picked up an Associated Press story and posted it. Because the byline is Associated Press. So they just picked up an AP story. Connor Stallion was talking about how 7 games he knew all the signals of the other team. And Sonny Dykes, the head coach of TCU, said in the national semifinal game that they knew that they were stealing signs. So Sonny said, we changed our signals. And there's a lot of talk. He said, we got some favorable matchups because of that. And yeah, there were some big plays in that game. Sonny Dykes basically said, we knew they were stealing our signals. So we changed them up. And what they thought we were calling, we didn't. And we got favorable matchups. So it sounds like it worked against them and blew up in their face. But in the story, it talks about how the Wolverines open the season August 30th at home against New Mexico State. They don't. They play New Mexico. So that's what the emailers said about it. ESPN should have fact checked that and edited that story. It's an AP story that ESPN put out. I'll bet it's on a lot of sites. That same exact story. Why can't people get that right? Whoever wrote the story for AP, why can't you look at it and just go, they play New Mexico? Why? Do you get them mixed up when it's North Carolina State?
Not to that extent.
The Dakotas you do. Everybody says only New Mexico. The Dakota schools people mix up all the time. But not to that extent, you're right. We talked earlier about Donald Trump demanding that the Washington football team change the name back to Redskins, or he's going to block the funding for their new stadium. David says, good morning, Jeff. In Trump's perfect world, he will withhold all federal funds to UNM until they get rid of the Mexican wolf for a mascot. The Ice Stopes will no longer have Mariachi Night to be replaced by Confederate Night Rebel jerseys for the first 5,000 U.S. citizens. Finally, the Topes will now play at Big River Credit Union Field because he's changing the name of the river from Rio Grande to Big River. And the federal government will no longer insure accounts at any financial institutions with a non-English name. Sounds outlandish, but don't be surprised. It's from David. P.S. Jeff, unless you want to get in trouble with the FCC, you can no longer say porque on the air. Well, you forgot the obvious, David. When are we being changed from New Mexico to New America? If the Gulf was changed. I mean, if you want to play that game. I know you don't. I know you don't. Are you familiar with the name Chris Gotterup?
I am now.
Won the Scottish Open golf, finished third at the Open yesterday. His name is being bantied around as a captain's pick for the Ryder Cup team for Keegan Bradley. Rod says, hope Chris Gotterup enjoyed his 15 minutes. Jefferson will never hear from him again. Maybe we will. Because, I mean, maybe we won't.
How many? Is there just one captain's pick?
There's six. There's 6 automatics and 6 captains.
6 okay.
One of them could be the captain. Like, the big story is, will Keegan Bradley pick himself? And by every metric, he should.
So we know there's 2 then. If he picks himself, and he said he's taking DeChambeau.
Yes, he said Bryson DeChambeau is going to be on the team, which I think is the right move, don't you? Right? So then there'll be 4 picks, and he's got a lot of vice captains, and he can, I don't know what captain duties are. You got to set the lineups, set the matchups. There's a lot that goes into it that I'm not sure I totally get. So Omar says Omar's never stopped calling them the Washington Redskins on the OD, Jeff. As far as Dallas Cowboys not signing Micah Parsons, this is typical Coach Jones. He'll hem and haw and overpay anyway. That's why I'm no longer on the bandwagon. Correct? These are all coming to Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com. JJ at sportsanimalabq.com. Dan says more pressure. Micah John. He says Trevor Lawrence has the most pressure. Jeffrey Juan Jose, late Friday, you asked who has to have a breakout season. At some point, Trevor Lawrence has to show up. You can't keep blaming Urban Decay. I will contend to you that every quarterback is under pressure. Right? Every quarterback. Pick them. Geno Smith to Matthew Stafford to even Patrick Mahomes. Do you think Trevor Lawrence is the biggest? But I don't.
Not close.
I don't, because
here's the thing with Trevor Lawrence.
He's going to get paid.
Well, he's got paid.
Yeah.
But
Well,
he
he's gonna
is the
continue to.
quarterback that it's a no-brainer. If Jacksonville's like, you know what, we don't believe in this dude, we're done, it's just not working, move on. And you look at how fast like Sam Darnold or Geno Smith got another opportunity, he'd be on that list times 10 for another franchise. Like, if you're talking about a quarterback that needs to live up to expectations, yes, it's Trevor Lawrence. But I also look at it as if he does not excel this year, and it's everyone's saying, Jacksonville needs to be done and move on, he's the dude that's going to get handed a starting job somewhere else.
That's right.
I don't know about Tua that happens for him. Like, he's one of those quarterbacks that I'd look at and say, I don't know if it's a guarantee he'll slide over into someone's starting quarterback.
I think Tua, Sam Darnold got a 2-year deal. Is that right? I think Sam Darnold and Geno Smith are in interesting spots because I think they're on trials. If they don't perform, I think their teams look to the draft next year to get a quarterback. I think whatever's going on in Indianapolis, I think it's a big year for Anthony Richardson. I mean, at some point,
that's a quarterback that in this discussion the pressure's on because no one is handing him a job. He could fade away like Trey Lance.
Yes. I think it's a big year for him. Otherwise, I think they go a different direction. I agree with you on Miami. Probably Justin Fields is in the same boat, right? Justin Fields has an opportunity. If he's really good, he can become the Jets quarterback. And if not, they're in the draft next year. Russell Wilson has Jackson Dart behind him. They've already got their dude. And how many more chances is Russell Wilson, Justin Fields going to get?
Plenty, but not
a starter.
Yeah, like not.
Yeah, they'll make a check.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm interested to see how J.J. McCarthy played, McCarthy, the Vikings, how that goes. And I'm going to tell you, I think Bryce Young is somewhat in that situation too. I think they want to believe he's the Bryce Young that matured and grew up into an NFL quarterback in the second half of last year. But your memory doesn't forget what you saw the first year and a half of him. You know what I mean? And who is he? Is he that dude from the first? Because if he's good, they can be nice, JJ. In that division, you tell me why they can't be nice. Chuba Hubbard's become pretty good. I don't know that they've got. They just drafted a stud receiver.
Yeah, McMillan
from Arizona, right?
They have great veteran receivers.
With
when you look at Adam Thielen,
yes.
Hunter Renfrow coming back.
Yes.
Xavier Legette.
Yes.
Last year.
Defensively, I think they're decent. If they get good quarterback play, I think they can be good. Who is Jack Plummer, their third string guy out of Louisville? I looked at it and I thought,
Jake's kid?
I don't know.
He started at Arizona State, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, 505-246-0610. Keep them coming. You guys have been really good today. Great stuff. Yeah, I'll get to these. Who the Cowboys working out because Micah Parsons isn't there? I'll give you the three big names. Ooh, big names too. That they're working out. Just in case Micah doesn't come to town. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Animal.
You're listening to the Jim Rome Show.
We are joined right now by Sam LaPorta.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
You followed him from the first day he signed with the team. You remember the day he poured in 63 points? The night he played a sold-out concert to 30,000 people. The day he gave his infamous speech. That's why you believe in heroes. That's why you remember and collect their memorabilia. All in Autographs, where you can meet some of the greats, collect some of the greats, and share your own legacy. Visit All In Autographs, where you can celebrate the great and have your own piece of history.
I'm David C. Chavez, personal injury attorney. For over 4 decades, our law firm has remained steadfast in our commitment to serving the remarkable people of New Mexico that have been injured through no fault of their own. I'm a New Mexican fighting for New Mexicans. I received my bachelor's degree at NMSU and earned my law degree at UNM. I can proudly say I'm both an Aggie and a Lobo. Call now and I will meet with you. 40 years strong, and we're still as local as red and green.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420.
What's in a name? Well, identity, branding, and that's in a name. The American Athletic Conference, the AAC, that's Memphis, Tulane, East Carolina, that league, UTSA, North Texas. Sometimes when you do the acronyms on these leagues, right, it's SEC and ACC and AAC, and they get mixed up. So the American Athletic Conference is formally changing their name, JJ. They are now just the American Conference. They're ditching the acronym AAC. They'll use American Conference on the first reference, American on subsequent references. They got a new mascot. It's an eagle. They got a new slogan, Built to Rise. Rise is revenue, innovation, sports, and entertainment. See what they did there? SOAR is their mascot, SOAR, the eagle. It's the first live and animated mascot for a college conference. It is a muscular bird, JJ. They'll be used as a community ambassador and will lead reading programs for kids and volunteer days at league campuses, charity fundraisers, and they will soar to serve. 15 teams in the American, 8 teams went to bowls last season. They won the Bowl Challenge Cup with a 6-2 postseason record. One of only 5 leagues joining the ACC, Big 10, Big 12, SEC, to have 3 teams with at least 10 wins. Does it matter to you? They're still the American, right?
America.
Now you got the American and you got Conference USA.
Who's more American than America?
Nothing's more American than America. So don't call them the AAC anymore. They are now the American Conference. Their media days will be tomorrow, or start tomorrow. All right, 505-246-0610. Cowboy fans, we hit this earlier, but the Cowboys are working out 3 dudes as pass rushers before they head out to Oxnard. Because Micah Parsons, their best pass rusher, isn't going to be in camp because they haven't paid him yet. I just feel like this is such a charade. They worked out 3 free agents, guys named Jesse Lakuta and Cameron Klein and James Houston. And you're like, who? And you're right. So Houston was released by Cleveland. He spent most of 2023 hurt. Lakuta was a 7th-round pick by the Cardinals in the 2022 draft. 3 sacks, 31 career games. Klein, undrafted, spent last season on the Bills and the Jets practice squad. There's part of me that just wants to stop. And you can see, you're like, just okay, stop with this whole Micah Parsons thing until it's done. Because he's going to come in at $41.6 million for whatever, and we're going to be done with it, right? But I guess I keep doing it. So yes. Got a little NBA news for you. You get this one this morning? See Chris Paul signed? Chris Paul has agreed to a deal with the Clippers. It's the expected final season in the NBA, 21st year. He's 40 years old. Evidently, a lot of people wanted Chris Paul. He went to the Clippers. So now the Clippers have added Bradley Beal, John Collins, Brook Lopez, along with Chris Paul in the offseason. They got cap flexibility so they can go after stars in the next 2 summers. Interesting. To me, and I know I might be wrong on this, I just find him to be a non-factor right now. You think he brings something?
Absolutely. He's backup point guard who played all 82 games last year. Played 28 minutes per game. 8 points, 8 assists.
Okay.
That is very good in the role he's stepping into with the Clippers.
Yeah, I mean, as a backup point guard, it's a good role, and he's a veteran. And are they a contender? Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, Brook Lopez, Chris Paul, Bradley Beal.
The answer to that question should be yes.
But they're
they're also really old and just haven't done it in the postseason.
And they're the Clippers.
They win in the regular season.
Yeah, it's great. It's terrific. They're the Clippers. Okay. I mean, it's fine. 21st year for him.
If they move back to San Diego, if they rebrand, will that help them?
Yes. Don't you think? They should become the San Diego Clippers, like they were. Did you catch the end of the NBA Summer League? Con Knipple?
Man, that was for a Sunday night Thomas and Mack Center. The final 5 minutes, those in attendance were into it last night.
All right, I didn't catch it, so catch me up.
Got Nick Clifford, who's actually been shown out. First-round draft pick for the Sacramento Kings, Colorado State alumni. He looked pretty good. Knipple hit a big 3 in the final seconds, going back and forth, and that's what you're looking for. You young guys just playing for two-way deals, trying to get a look, playing hard, intense game, and for the people that were in attendance, they enjoyed the last few minutes, man. It was Summer League to a T, what you look for.
The Charlotte Hornets held off the Sacramento Kings.
Can you hang a banner for it?
Can you hang a banner? You can or cannot?
I say go for it.
I mean, tell me why
the
not.
Hornets.
Right? I mean, how many banners? It's like you got plenty of room in that damn building, don't you? If the Lakers could do that's a real team. But I'm sure you got plenty of room. Ryan Kalkbrenner. He's Creighton, right? 15 points. 3 other guys scored 11 for the Hornets. And they win. Nick Clifford had 10 points and 8 rebounds. He entered the game averaging 16.2 per game. Pretty good. If you're a Charlotte Hornet fan, how do you feel? You're better off now? It's good. I got another one for you. Marcus Smart plans to join the Lakers after being bought out by the Wizards. We're just talking about older dudes now bouncing around finding spots. Signed a contract with the Wizards. Bought out, planning to go Lakers 2 years, $11 million. Look, man, this guy, and how old is he?
31.
All right, so there's a lot left there. He was the 2022 Defensive Player of the Year. All defense, 3 times? See, I like this. I think it's a good piece sign. No?
Yes. Okay. This is what people freak out about free agency. If you're not spending $8 trillion in the first day, you can't do anything. No, you can have high-priced players. Makes it difficult. With Luka Doncic and LeBron James, you can find role players there. DeAndre Ayton, Marcus Smart.
I love
those.
Both
are
of those.
Good addition. That's what you're looking to do. Build depth and roles around your star players.
Are you, percentage-wise, convinced LeBron James will be a Laker next year?
100%.
I'm 98. Yeah, there's just a lot of noise around it, so it gives me a 2 percentage point. Well, maybe. LeBron James, Luka Doncic, DeAndre Ayton, Austin Reeves. I got Marcus Smart to go out and play defense, which also brings me some toughness. They're a contender too. I mean, the West, like you can make the argument for so many teams. LeBron James and Luka Doncic, just period. But now you added all that. I think they're pretty good, man. I love what they did. Lakers waived Shake Milton and Jordan Goodwin just to make room for it. All right, you feel better about that too? I like the moves that are being made. All right, you keep coming. 505-246-0610. Emails Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com. You got more stuff to say on the WNBA. We'll get there as well. You're planning an event. Maybe it's about time for you to start looking at the holiday season and where are you going to host your holiday party. Albuquerque Convention Center. Take your events to the next level. Albuquerque Convention Center right in the heart of downtown. Versatile spaces meet every single need. It's more than just a place. The Albuquerque Convention Center is an experience. Stunning local art on every wall. Mouth-watering, wonderful food and drink options. Every one of your guests is going to be impressed at every turn. They're right in the historic downtown, easy to get to, parking structure adjacent, perfect location to make your event unforgettable. That's why every year the Isleta New Mexico Bowl hosts our players at the Albuquerque Convention Center because they take care of our guests. It's the ideal venue. Small meetings, private gatherings to large expos, conferences, celebrations. Their team, their service, their catering, it all goes above and beyond expectations. Just did an event there, 3 weeks ago, the New Mexico Sports Hall of Fame banquet. It was fabulous. Make your vision a reality in spaces designed to impress. If you've got an event coming up, you're looking where to host it, make sure you take a look at what's going on at the Albuquerque Convention Center. It's all online at albuquerquecc.com, or you can give them a call, 505-768-4575. 505-768-4575. It's the Albuquerque Convention Center. Be at the center of it all.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
You followed him from the first day he signed with the team. You remember the day he poured in 63 points? The night he played a sold-out concert to 30,000 people. The day he gave his infamous speech. That's why you believe in heroes. That's why you remember and collect their memorabilia. All in autographs, where you can meet some of the greats, collect some of the greats, and share your own legacy. Visit All In Autographs, where you can celebrate the great and have your own piece of history.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
One of the talking points of the Open Championship at Royal Portrush in Northern Ireland this past weekend, where Scotty Scheffler won, was the pace of play. And the live guys, JJ, were really unhappy. Look, 6.5 hours. 6.5 hours to play around a golf is silly. And John Rahm, and I don't know if he's using this as an excuse, but he said it's a bit of an adjustment after playing live because we absolutely fly. The one thing we do, I feel like every round is less than 4.5 hours unless crazy weather conditions. Doral might be a little longer. It's just an adjustment when you get to play 6-hour round a little bit. But I also know it's going to happen. So you talk to your caddy, talk to your playing partners. Nothing you can do. Try to keep your mind engaged in something else but the game. Excuse? Or is it real? There's no music out there. You got to wear long pants.
Well, it's real because there's the difference in how long the rounds take. But, I would say, is there anything specific that was holding back pace of play? Was it them not enforcing the rules? Was it
more players on the golf course?
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah, dude, slow play sucks. You get out there and there's a group in front of you. You want to move. And I guess he was asked about it. Bryson DeChambeau said he said it's not difficult at all. During an event, he says you eventually time everyone for their whole entire round. It's very simple. Nobody wants to do it because people are too scared to get exposed, which I'm an advocate for. I'd love to be timed. I have no problem with that. My putting, I'm more deliberate. Take more time on that. But when it comes to iron shots off the tee, I'm pretty fast. It's like Dustin Johnson. He's really slow on the putting greens, and then he's incredibly fast on his full swing shots. Everybody plays different. I don't know, man. It's you always got a reason why you didn't win, I guess. And yeah, it's different. All right, let's go to you. Clippers. This one says Chris Paul headed home to the Clippers and Lillard heading home to the Trailblazers. NBA is turning back circa era 2012 through 17. We just need LeBron to head back to Miami for 3 years and finish his career in Cleveland. And we'll all be transported back to a bygone NBA. Cleveland, this is for you. I've long thought LeBron should end his career in Cleveland. I thought taking it full circle would be wonderful. This is his last year. He should find a way to go back to Cleveland and figure. I think it'd be great. Everybody would. This is, I'm not sure who it's from, but it says on the WNBA thing. WNBA players remind me of kids, maybe becoming self-sufficient before making claims. Shirts should have said, pay us what Caitlin Clark is worth. I mean, we all should get paid what we're worth, right? And Caitlin Clark may be worth a little bit more than some of the rest of you. Who lost more money last year, WNBA or Stephen Colbert? It's from Lobo Hobo. How about that was it Friday that they said they blew out Colbert? They're getting rid of the night show on CBS? Kind of came out of nowhere. You guys are all over it today. You got good stuff today. All right, 505-246-0610. So the breaking news today, Chris Paul is going back to the Clippers for his 21st NBA season. Titans' Will Levis is going to miss the season after shoulder surgery. And Donald Trump is trying to withhold funding for a new stadium for the Washington Commanders unless they change their name back to the Redskins. I miss anything on the big stories today? I mean, that's kind of it, right?
That's it.
Okay. Baseball tonight, you got new series. Rockies get the Cardinals. Josh Sushan's back on our air tomorrow. Topes will be in Salt Lake City. Joe Traub did a nice job.
Get called up and you get sent right back down.
I know. He's going to feel like Sam Hilliard or something.
It's like, how many options you got left?
I know. Keeps going up and down, up and down. It's like Sam Hilliard. Yep. All right, let me give you a little college football stuff. How big's the playoff going to be? 12, 14, 16, 30?
I feel like it will ultimately settle at 16 over the next few years.
Do you think it gets there this year?
No.
Like for next year? Like this year's 12?
I don't think it gets there.
You don't think they're going to figure it out by December? So you think it stays at 12 for another year after this?
Yeah, it's two conferences that are staring at each other going, I'm right. No, I'm right. And I don't think they get that figured out by December.
What about 30?
Let's go.
Eli Drinkwitz is the Missouri head coach. He wants, 30? Quote, my math could be wrong here, but if we did the 12, okay. You had 4 automatic qualifiers. Everybody think that's limiting. It's not limiting. If you think about it you take those 4 automatic qualifiers and you divide that into 8 opportunities of 8 play-in games. Now you're thinking the SEC playing in for 8. The Big Ten is playing in for 8. Since we've expanded the bubble to 16, give 3 to the Big 12, 3 to the ACC, 1. Now you got 30 teams. Now you're talking about an opportunity for 30 teams, 30 fan bases to be excited and engage in giving revenue. You got 30 teams with players who have access to compete for a championship. What?
Everyone gets a trophy.
What?
Missouri to the playoffs. Let's put the entire Big Ten and SEC in and then go from there.
And play till March.
Why not?
Because you're not carving the regular season, by the way. You're not taking any games away from the regular season because why?
Money.
Okay. So then you're going to play a 30-team playoff. That means 14, 7 weeks. Right? Is that right? That probably isn't right. But it might be right. Yeah, okay. I think at some point, you don't think why do you think they don't settle now? Because I thought it was a foregone conclusion, but I'm starting to lean your way a little bit.
Because the SEC doesn't want to, budge on the conference scheduling.
They're staying at 8. Yeah. All right, I got a little more college football news. You see Jake Retzlaff has a place to play? The former BYU quarterback who was going to be suspended because of breaking the honor code, had premarital sex at BYU. He was going to be suspended for 7 games. He had the sexual assault charges dropped. But did you see today he's got a new place to play? Tulane. Evidently, Tulane spent more than a week on a background check on Jake Retzlaff. He's expected to enroll, walk on, and compete for a starting job in training camp in the upcoming weeks. So Tulane got themselves a quarterback. It's a pretty interesting spot for him because Tulane, a couple years ago, was the representative of the Group of 5 in the New Year's 6 games. It would have been in the playoff. That's when Tulane beat USC in the Cotton Bowl, 3 years ago? So Jake Retzlaff, who I think was the prize that was left in the transfer portal, finds his way to the American, not the American Athletic Conference, but the American Conference. And he will play there. Are you buying into the Arch Manning hype this year?
Yes.
I want to, but I'm super cautious on it.
The why I buy into the hype of him being successful is how he's handled it and his personality.
Okay.
That he's addressed it. Like last week, he's like, it's crazy, it's ridiculous that there's all this hype around me, but I know I have to go out there and prove it. Like he's able to understand the hype, address it, not go over the top. And why I think it works is because he stayed. And to me, I find that as a positive because I don't think he's going to go out there and be one and done. I don't think it's a shoe-in that he's number 1 pick in 2026 because I think he plays 2 years of college football and he excels in those 2 years because you see the athleticism, you saw the flashes, and you combine that with his mentality, and I'm in on Archie Manning.
This is NIL. He's making, according to what I read, $6.6 million. What's he done in college football?
Hasn't done anything, but you don't have to do anything to get paid in college.
Obviously, that's the Livy Dunn thing, right? I mean, like, she was the highest paid athlete when she was in college, right? She was, from every account, I never watched it, an average gymnast at LSU. She was really, really good on on social media, and she's beautiful. Right? No, you're right. You don't have to do anything. 6.6. Has endorsement deals with Red Bull, Uber, Vuori. He's got a partnership with Panini America. Reports on 3. Arch Manning. Now, I mean, kind of hit the genetic lottery there, right? Born into the right family. He's Cooper's kid, right? And Cooper, by every account, was a really good athlete, but had an injury and didn't allow him to be Eli, or he's the other one. He's not Eli or what's the other guy's name? Peyton?
The other one, the one you forget about all the
guy
time.
with the gigantic forehead, Peyton. Yeah, that's his name. All right, we'll wrap you up when we get back. Everything you got to know as you go through your Monday. 505-246-0610. There is still time for you to participate this morning. Summer is deep in full swing. Make sure your car is protected for your next adventure. On the Spot Automotive Detailing will offer you ceramic coating and paint protection film to keep your car looking flawless. It'll guard against rock chips and bugs, UV damage. You get to keep that showroom shine every summer adventure and every day while you're riding around the city. While you're at it, get your windows tinted for a cooler, more comfortable drive. They've been voted best in the city because they're best in the city. And now have them come out and detail your vehicle as well. That means they come to you where it works for you, when it's convenient for you. You don't take it to them. You don't know where their place is, but they know where you are. That's the beauty of it. When they're done, your car looks and feels and smells like the day you took it off the lot. Brand new car feel without the brand new car price. It's one of your biggest investments. Protect it. On the Spot Automotive Detailing has been voted best in the city. Make sure to call them or just book online for you. OTSdetailing.com. It is OTSdetailing.com.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
You followed him from the first day he signed with the team. You remember the day he poured in 63 points? The night he played a sold-out concert to 30,000 people. The day he gave his infamous speech. That's why you believe in heroes. That's why you remember and collect their memorabilia. All in Autographs, where you can meet some of the greats, collect some of the greats, and share your own legacy. Visit All In Autographs, where you can celebrate the great and have your own piece of history.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Marty Size in Albuquerque today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
The Yeller Sub, located on 7200 Montgomery Boulevard, serves breakfast all day long along with classic hot and cold subs. Don't forget about our shakes, malts and floats made with your favorite Bluebell ice cream. 45 years and still going strong. Come on down to the Yeller Sub, official sandwich of ProView Networks.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now.
A good day doesn't have to be a Friday. See? All right, what do you got to know as you go through your day? Scotty Scheffler won the Open Championship. What's everybody going to be talking about? I think, if you got golf people, they're going to be talking about that. Just pulled away, won $3.1 million and wins by 4 strokes. And he's really good. Aaron Judge is really good. He hit his 150, 350 first home run. He's 6th on the all-time Yankee list. This morning, Will Levis was announced as having surgery on his throwing shoulder. The Titans quarterback out for the year. Cam Ward's the number 1 pick. He will most likely get the reps and be the starting quarterback there. Chris Paul, 21st year in the NBA, will be with the Clippers. The 40-year-old signed there. Marcus Smart signed with the Lakers, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. And so they're getting better and better and better. WNBA players over the weekend wore shirts that said, "Pay me what I'm worth." How'd that go over with you? From response on our show this morning, it didn't go over all that well. 505-246-0610. Emails Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com. And JJ at sportsanimalabq.com. JJ, the Big Ten's commissioner, Tony Petitti, sent a letter to the NCAA defending Michigan against any further punishment. Now, Michigan, of course, the whole sign stealing thing, and Sharon Moore, their head coach, has been suspended for 2 games. Petitti sent a letter to the NCAA Committee on Infractions arguing that Michigan should not be punished any further. Said it was orchestrated by a former staffer, Petitti, who wasn't at the infraction hearings in person. Said the Big Ten already took significant and sufficient punitive measures against Michigan after their own investigation in 2023. There was a notice of allegations delivered by the NCAA. Michigan's accused of all that. You know what they're all accused of. So basically saying, look, man, we suspended Harbaugh. We suspended this coach. Just leave them alone. They're done. Nothing more to see here. I don't know. What do you want to see done? People want blood. What do you want to see? You want to take away their national championship? What is it you want to see?
You want to see, as the letter states, like, move on. Like, have you not handed out punishment? Have you not been through this process already? What are you still waiting to do or haven't done yet?
Commissioner Petitti, this is from the school put out a statement. Commissioner Petitti's hasty action today suggests this is more about reacting to pressure. What is this? Oh, that was old. That was old stuff. All right. So he's looking to just say, be done. We punished them. You punished them. Everybody's done. We move on now. And I think that's where most people are. I think. How significant is J.C. Tretter resigning from the NFLPA, the NFL Players Association? Surprise move. Is this a big deal? The NFL Players Association?
Not to fans.
Yeah. It's one of those where, I mean, it gets the headline. People go, like, what affects me, man? And one other thing that I watched last night. Not that I didn't know this already. Tarek Skubal is going to get paid. Dude struck out 10 again. He got a no decision on a after he got pulled. It was a wild pitch that scored a run. Tigers won last night anyway. But did you watch any of the Sunday Night Baseball broadcast last night?
He is what, one or two, and like pitchers
Everything.
that are on the mound. You want to tune in and watch right now.
Yes.
Like Skubal and Skeens.
Yes.
And there's some good arms in the game right now.
6 2/3, struck out 11, walked nobody, gave up 4 and 1 earned run. They were talking about how I don't know who the broadcast team is, but it was let's just put it to rest right now. Tarek Skubal's going to get the biggest contract ever for pitchers, and then it already automatically went, yep, the Dodgers will be interested, the Yankees will be interested, the Cubs will be interested, the Red Sox will be interested. I'm like, damn, dude, Tiger fans sitting there watching this game going, shut up.
That's the way it goes.
Can the Tigers afford a guy like that?
They can if they want to.
Right?
That's what it comes down to for so many of these teams. If the owners want to do it, they can, and a lot of owners don't want to do it.
Detroit is not a small market. I mean, it's not Los Angeles, New York, and Chicago, but it's not a small market. Now, it's an undesirable free agent market, but the young core that they have now with Riley Green and I mean, Bias is not young, but go up and down their lineup, dude. McKinstry. They're the best team in the American League right now. I don't know what his contract situation. I think he's got one more year after this. I'd be offering him now. What do you want? You want Lake Huron? Do we own Lake Huron? Hey, call the governor. Do we own Lake Huron? Oh, we own a little bit of Lake Superior. How about you know? I mean, what do you want? The Great Lakes are beautiful in the summer, by the way. I mean, beautiful property up there. But what do you want? Because he's as good as there is. Go Tigers, says Steve from Michigan. Yeah. He is my favorite. Him and Skeens, you're right. You know, Skeens has to be on that list. But he is as good as there is to watch right now. All right, what do you get tonight? You got Major League Baseball. New series starting up. Watch the Freddie Freeman thing. He went out with a wrist injury after getting hit on the left wrist in the 6th inning by a pitch against Milwaukee. It was Jose Quintana who threw the sinker. It was 88 miles an hour, hit him. Dog days of summer, man, in baseball. Dog days of summer in baseball.
Sound the alarm. The pressure on Dave Roberts. Everyone not named Shohei Ohtani. I'll give Will Smith. He's a solid backstop. Probably best in the game outside of Cal Raleigh.
He's really good.
Everyone else, trade bait. Switch it up. Let's go.
Mookie, too?
Everyone.
Freddie?
Not safe. You're not safe.
Mookie,
Unacceptable
Freddie.
to only be 3.5 games up in the NL West right now.
You're right. Get a bunch of prospects.
Unacceptable.
Let me do anything. Heard with Colin Cowherd is next. 2 Men On comes in at 4. We're back with award-winning radio. Oh, yeah, that's right, because there's no Isotopes today. Yeah, tomorrow morning. We'll come back at, I don't know, let's say 7?
Sounds good.
And I'll be in a little bit before. Adrian, great work. Appreciate you. Looks great on the visual side. He is JJ Buck. I'm Jeff Symbieta. Big day for you?
Huge day.
Enjoy it. Be good to each other, please. Be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. We'll smell you tomorrow.
Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the...
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
You followed him from the first day he signed with the team. You remember the day he poured in 63 points? The night he played a sold-out concert to 30,000 people. The day he gave his infamous speech. That's why you believe in heroes. That's why you remember and collect their memorabilia. All in Autographs, where you can meet some of the greats, collect some of the greats, and share your own legacy. Visit All In Autographs, where you can celebrate the great and have your own piece of history.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com.